Welcome in. We are going to dive into manifestation and magnetic energy flow. What are you bringing in? We just want to take a moment, enter the vortex. I'm going to pull an affirmation card. It will be the first one I pull so I can kind of see what you're frequencing. The person of your dreams is already dreaming of you. So, wow, okay, there we go. So you are manifesting your life partner, which is pretty awesome. So we'll dive into that. What are they thinking? How far away are they? How do they see you? I really thought that this was going to be more about money manifestation, but Spirit has clearly stirred the path in the direction they want to go. And I just want to also say, through Spirit guidance, I pulled this card. The person of my dreams is already dreaming of me. My expectation coming into this was manifestation and magnetic energy, and I was thinking about money and prosperity, potentially career. But when I came in, I was like, all right, let's see where Spirit wants to take us. So here we are. And I also pulled Venus Trine MC. This is like your ability to navigate community and your ability to navigate a room. You're strategic. I also pulled Athena, and Athena is the goddess of wisdom, strategy, warfare, right? This is a energy of confidence. So we already know that they're seeing you. And I also pulled today is the day. What does that mean? Today is the day. So they may be reaching out to you soon, all in divine timing. Remember, energy doesn't evades all time and space. So even though we were like, today is the day, Spirit has a way of amplifying and, raising our vibrational frequency through those little nuggets of today's the day. It's almost here. You're getting there. It's near. And even though it's just been a short amount of time, it feels like forever, right? It just feels like, how long you want me to wait? And it's been a couple of days, right? So remember, Spirit and divine timing work together in an undefined realm. And what we know right here, right now in this moment is somebody's dreaming about you. And you are also dreaming about somebody. The cards are seamless. And as we tap into this energy, this psychic energy, we want to be on board. On board. The only gap in the system is divine timing. Timing is not linear, or order's not linear in the spirit realm. Timing is not linear in the spirit realm. So it's all about how you open your heart and step into the permissions so that Source, the Creator, the energy can guide you into the right direction. And just for fun, I'm going to see what potential astrological energy this is. Maybe we can get a deep load on. So full moon. This means this is a very emotional, right? That means you are magnetizing them to you. You're magnetizing them to you. You are pulling them in. Your broadcasting system is amplified. Okay, so stay the course. I always tell the feminine and the masculine, if you know that they're being magnetized, you want to step out of resistance. So, right, begging, wishing, hoping, that's all resistance. So you want to step free of that. What can I do today to become the version of myself? If I had a partner sleeping next to me in my bed, or showering with me, or eating a meal with me, or how would that feel? How would that feel to have that person with me now? How would that feel? What actions would I take? What would I do in that time, right? This is full moon activation, full broadcasting, no shadows, fully transparent energy, coming in strong, right? Coming in strong. Again, divine timing. Today's the day, so it looks like it's coming in pretty quick. I do have some time oracle cards here. I'll pull one, but again, it's always about divine timing, and it's always right at the right time. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Oh, neat. So you don't want to be too mysterious in this connection, whatever it is. You want to open up the floor. Like, somebody approaches you, they may not look like what you thought they should look like. And then you're like, yeah, you don't look like what I thought. It doesn't matter. Like, when we're in this full moon, we're calling in somebody that has potential, that may still be grounding. They have, if I'm pulling the shapeshifter, they are also ready to cultivate and unveil their gifts. They are, look at this picture. Absolutely whimsical. We got the fox, got the eagle, we got the half mask, half human, half man and beast. Some Sagittarius energy here, potentially. Okay, so the person of my dreams. Man, we got some Leo too. Number 5. Compassion. I would turn that, and that's compassion. This is a compassionate soul. All Leos are very compassionate, but they're also very sovereign. Very sovereign. They like to take the lead. They like to, right? And I'm also looking into Athena, so I'm saying, is this a power couple? Is this a powerful team? Are you guys either? Is that person here, or are you questioning if you're thinking about that person, they are thinking about you? So this could be multiple angles. You could be single, dreaming about your partner, they're dreaming about you. You could be in a new relationship, absolutely dreaming, but there is a very dynamic leadership here. I've got Athena, right? And Leo. So we've got a power team. We have a flexible couple who, honors each other's sovereignty. We've got heightened emotions here in the moon. We've got transparency. This is like high priestess energy. This is looking at what's under the surface, what's behind the veil. And I'll go ahead and pull a time card. These cards are controversial for me because I know that everything is all about divine timing. But maybe it might be. So, festive season. A season of celebration is what I'm getting from that. Festive season. Season of celebration. Everything that you've wanted is coming in right now. Not everything, but there is a potent energy here. A desire being manifested. You are magnetizing that energy. And oh gosh, how did I even pass that up? I also have a sun in Pisces energy here. And again, going back into Pisces full moon, that is the high priestess energy and the shapeshifter flexibility. It's almost like I feel like this is a Pisces reading. So I feel lots of Piscean energy. I love the Leo because Pisces needs stability, structure. foundation, protection. Just that is so important for Pisces. Especially if this is a Pisces that is still walking the sacred fires, they may not have ever created the boundaries. Let's just see. We'll see. Tell me about if this is a Pisces. This is Pisces energy. Again, we navigate all the zodiac signs are in everybody's chart. So we want to just get some confirmation. Okay. The dreamer, dreaming. The person of my dreams is already dreaming of me. The dreamer, a new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. Today is the day. Oh my gosh. Today is the day. And it says me on here. Me. But listen, before I pulled this card, we were like, show us a little bit more about this Pisces, right? Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the dreamer. Always dreaming, always dreaming. But we want to definitely and then the Venus trine MC is Sagittarius. So, right, we've got man and beast, accelerated, high intelligence. Let's just look at the energies. Pisces is flexible, whimsical, really matches Athena's energy, strategic, adaptable, knows how to dive and reposition, shift, and pivot. And we've got festive season, so I'm looking at a celebratory season coming up. Could be a birthday, could be an event. This is where you might meet this person. So, or if you haven't already met them, if you have, you are in the state of celebration. They are dreaming of you. That means they're thinking about you from start to finish. Start to finish. In fact, you might be amplifying their day. Like, just the thought of you is amplifying their day. They just can't get past how, perfect. I'm getting the word perfect. How perfect you are. Okay, let's look at some of the. So I like to look at these. Oh, look at that. So, so again, the Seven of Cups is this is wisdom. But it also represents options, possibility, potential, options, possibility, boundless, limitless potential. Okay. Looking. And so let's pretend for a minute that they're looking at you and they're like, anything is possible with this person. Like, anything. I just, that's what I'm getting from this card. The magnetic energy that you have is, ripping open their mind, looking at the possibilities and potential and options and, what do I do? We could do so much together. We could create and build. And so it's like they're at the drawing board, right? They're at the drawing board. They're like, okay, all right, what are we going to do? And then, okay, nice. Knight of Pentacles. So looking at these cards, I pulled the Dreamer. Okay, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So if you look at it, right, looking at all the potential, look at the individuals looking at everything, the opportunities, the potential, the just limitless connection. It's like having a profound experience and then thinking, what do I do with this? What do I do with it? So it looks like here, so in the future position, we've got, right, he's on it, he, she, there's no definement here between masculine and feminine, but the individual is sitting on their horse and they're holding this pentacle. And they're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? See, it's like they're like they found the thing they want, but now they're looking at it and they're going, what do I do? But they're ready. They're ready to take action. They're ready to build a future. They're ready to build abundance. They are ready for anything. Too many cards. They're ready for anything here. Page of Cups. They are ready for you. Page of Cups. They are ready for you. And page is like just before the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Page is a student ready to learn, psychic energy, ready for love, ready for spirit to guide them to it. What does that look like? How do I listen to that? Right? And so cups is always love, just beautiful, boundless love. And this individual is listening to their intuition, contemplating, listening to their intuition. Like, should I? Because remember, we got a dreamer here. So this dreamer can take a minute, all in divine timing, can just take a minute. But listen, if you haven't met this person and you're getting ready to meet them at this beautiful event, the celebratory event, festival season is what it says, then you just go and you're magnetizing energy because you're conscious and intentional about what you are looking for. And so you target your energy. If I go into a group setting, I don't immediately introduce myself. I don't walk around shaking everybody's hand. I don't walk around trying to be seen. I really like to target my energy because otherwise it can just be so discombobulated, like so much chaos. Everybody's moving. Everybody has something to say. So I just want what's for me. So I go in, I have a seat. I just sit back and then I just watch people come to me. The one that wants to talk to me, the one that's meant to talk to me, the one that I'm meant to connect to, male or female, doesn't matter. That's the one I'm going to talk to. That's the one that was meant for me. And that will catalyst itself into different manifestations. She or he might want to introduce me to somebody. I'll go over there and get introduced, and then all of a sudden they're like, do you want some food? And then I'm over there and I'm getting food, and somebody else pops up, and right, so now I'm actually authentically mingling, right? And I'm just being my authentic self. I'm completely out of resistance. I'm not looking for attention. I'm being the embodiment of who I am. So leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear any experiences that you guys may have had in this. This card keeps popping out, the Tower. This is a random card that was mixed into my decks. I kept delaying. So they had to face their pain in a rough way. So the Tower is always a very impactful situation, but positive impact, even in the face of destruction. Remember, destruction has to come in before creation. So it looks like potentially this individual could have experienced that. But again, compassion is evident here. Compassion is so important. We're going to look a little bit deeper here. A little bit deeper. Okay. Well, look at that. Display chart. So there is no definable pattern in this chart. However, it is often includes several conjunctions. Now, a conjunction in your birth chart is high level frequency. This is where you're going to find your higher self. They have diverse interests and talents. There it is right there. Diverse interests and talents. This type of self-reliant and unconventional with a strong personality. Right? Direct, targeted energy. Know what they want. They are ambitious and creative. However, they may lack direction and overextend. Pisces. Shapeshifter energy. Okay. So, some paths are artist, a director, a writer, entrepreneur, but the conjunction is always high vibrational frequency. Like in your birth chart, any conjunctions that you have, that's where you're going to connect to your higher self. You're going to see something inside of you, and it's going to be like, yes, that's always what I've thought. That's always what I've intended. And it's always what you've done. Nobody showed you. Nobody reflected you. So be open to interpretation. All right, we're going to see how you're feeling, because by knowing how you feel, by reflecting, it really does amplify the energy. Again, remember, the person of my dreams is dreaming of me. They are a dreamer. We've got full moon transparency. This isn't a person that's going to hold back. That could either be you or them, but there's no holding back in this connection. You can't. It's not possible. Okay. Workaholic, perseverance, and victim. So that makes more sense for this Tower energy, right? The delay is because they've had targeted energy. Workaholic can represent targeted energy. It could represent focus on career. They've been focusing on career, but now they're dreaming about you. And they may have been dreaming about you for a very long time. And the victim can be clearing out, right, those lower frequencies, clearing out the hope, clearing out the dream, turning the fantasy into the reality, intentionally taking a step forward to intentionally find your partner, right? When a man or a woman are vibrating at the frequency of commitment, it's amplified. All walks, it's like people, like all of the ones that want you are now knocking at your door. Many will be called. Not all are ready, but many will be called. This energy is so targeted and so direct. Leo tells me that there's some spiritual protection around you. You will meet this individual if you haven't already met them, you will be meeting them at a celebratory experience. And just be conscious. The shapeshifter. So a shapeshifter is a pretty sexy individual. They like the way they move, the way they adapt, the way they pivot, the way they shift. They may be watching you right now and you don't even know it. They are watching you and you don't even know it. That's funny. So that must mean they are watching you. Somebody's watching you. The magician. Look at that. The magician. So again, manifestation, you're pulling in and broadcasting. You are magnetizing the energy. You are spiritually protected. This individual sees so much potential in you. They see your glory. They see you. They see you. They see the you that's behind the you. And again, today is the day. That means it's coming in pretty fast. I just want to see, how do you feel? about commitment. I don't know why that's coming up, but how do you feel about commitment? How do you feel? Okay. So it's funny. I pulled the Hangman. The Hangman is, right? This is new perception, this is enlightenment, seeing things from a different point of view. And so I'm getting that you are very rare, you're sort of a rare generosity, and has maybe not been easy for you to find connections that align with your uniqueness, right? You've been hanging upside down for so long. It's time to like bring yourself up here for just a minute so you can see the difference between what you think and what somebody else thinks. I guess the best way I can say that is I feel myself to be a very advanced individual. I have pretty complex dialogue, and I have to also, though, because I am sort of time traveler, I still have to meet people where they are. I have to somehow speak their language through my own language. I'm not adapting to them. I'm not pleasing them. But just like here, I work through the levels of expansion with them. But I kind of start like where they are, and then I naturally, organically start to level up so they can sort of follow me through their own sort of organic flow. Because they're not going to be perfect the first day. Like when I first have a session with somebody, they're like mind blowing, right? It's like a blowing of expansion in their brain. And that takes a little bit of time for them to transmute and sort of weave within their experience. But after at each consecutive session, they get better, better, and better. It's like a student. You got to give time for leveling up. That may be what this card means, is it's saying be in divine timing. Know that everything that you're doing is impacting the next moment. And when you see Bob next time, whoever that individual is, they aren't going to be the same person that you encountered right here, right now in this moment, because they are going to be leveling up. So release your expectations, open your mind, see things from a different perspective. Don't allow yourself to judge or categorize or put into a container or some sort of box. Be careful of that, because when we do that, we sabotage and we miss it. We just miss it. So open your mind to something that is beautiful. There's a lot of dreamer energy here, fantasy imagery here, potential power couple energy here. So just be on board with that and let spirit show you the way. And it's an absolute honor to be here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Bobby, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.